What's going on, YouTube? This is Oscar, aka Reezon, back again. Reezon's console and game reviews, and this video is not going to be really a review so much as it is kind of a video blog. Once again, on the status of the industry as far as gaming goes. I was on the web earlier today. It is September 21st, Monday, 2009, and I was on the web and I saw that it looks like we're getting closer and closer to a confirmation for the Nintendo Wii price drop. That's bad news for the competitors. Let's just be real. Let's just analyze where this industry is right now at the moment. Without a Wii price drop. All right, it's been about 3 years. It'll be 3 years, I think, this November 2006 since the Wii has dropped, and the PlayStation 3 as well. It's been about almost 4 years since the Xbox 360's dropped. The current state of affairs when it comes to the three consoles, you have the Nintendo Wii ahead. And not just ahead, but ahead by quite a large margin. That's not to say that Sony and Microsoft are not catching up fast, which they are, but they're still behind by quite a ways. And that's because of the Wii's dominance in sales and just shooting through the roof from launch date until basically just a few months ago, where it's kind of slowed down. But on top of the Wii doing that, then you got the DS outselling pretty much everything, and the DSi outselling everything. So Nintendo's got that 1-2 punch of having the #1 console and the #1 handheld together. Yo, Nintendo has been sitting pretty. Now, in the last couple of weeks, months, whatever you want to call it, Microsoft has had a couple of price drops, and they've dropped it down, I think, now to $199. I think it is. No, I'm sorry, $299. They dropped it down to $299 to 360, and so that was going to cause problems for Nintendo. And I'll admit it, as from the viewpoint of, all right, if you're going to get a Wii for $250, well, for $40 more, $50 more, you can get an HD console with a better online service and some exclusives that you won't have on Nintendo. That was going to be a strategic move by Microsoft, and that was going to be somewhat of a blow to Nintendo. Then you had Sony follow suit and say, okay, well, we're going to drop the PS3, the most powerful gaming console on the market, which is the only Blu-ray player on the market as far as the gaming world is concerned, and the downloads movies, has all free online and plays games and does all that and has a Blu-ray. We're going to lower it to $299 also. Well, now, if you're Nintendo, or if you're a consumer and you're going to buy a console, you're thinking, man, I can buy a Wii for $250 and, get a great gaming console. Or for $50 more, I can get a PS3 or 360, which is also a good gaming console. But also, the PS3 has a Blu-ray player. 360 has HD graphics as well as a better online service than any of them. So it was a problem for Nintendo. But then we saw a couple weeks back how Toys R Us, there was a Toys R Us photo leaked from a Toys R Us ad that had the Wii advertised at $199, and prior to that, Nintendo had been getting asked, "Are you going to price drop? Are you going to do a price drop? Is the Wii going to see a price drop?" No, we have no plans as of right now to do anything with the price. It's at the right price. We're still competitive. We're still getting more sales than anyone else. We're not gonna price drop it. But then this photo comes out, and now Nintendo hasn't denied it. They've just not commented on the situation. So that was about a week or so ago, and now all of a sudden this week, earlier it's yesterday and today, we're seeing photos from other ads, such as Best Buy and a couple of other stores, also listing the Wii at $199. So that is all but a confirmation of a Wii price drop. Now, if the Wii drops its price to $199, the sales are going to spike through the roof again. And the reason I say that is, okay, even at $250, the sales may have slowed down because pretty much almost everybody has a Wii, but they've also slowed down because everybody's kind of getting over the impact that the Wii has made. And this is the time where Nintendo has to really step up, Nintendo themselves, and start making games again, because we haven't really had any quality Nintendo first party efforts since Punch Out, and that was great, but that's not saying Punch Out is a fun game. It's a really well done game, but that's not a big title, bro, like a Zelda or a Mario or a Metroid. You know what I'm saying? So Nintendo's got to step up now and start making big games, get people interested again. And they're going to do that with Metroid Other M, Mario Galaxy 2, and the new Zelda's in development. And the ever-rumored Kid Icarus that nobody knows anything about. But that's another story. So if Nintendo drops the price to $199, the reason I say the sales are going to spike again is because you're going to have the console down another $50. It's going to be only $200 to buy the console. You're going to get the hottest console out there, plus some exclusive games that are only available on Nintendo, like the Marios, the Zeldas, and the all that. And if you start looking at what what Nintendo has done, in the past couple of these past 3 years, the Wii's gotten a lot of flack about, oh, they got so much shovelware and this and that. Dude, so did the PS2. The PS2 is still alive, and it's probably the considered by many the greatest system of all time. I think that's garbage, but it's one of the most successful consoles of all time. It still is around, and there's a bunch of shovelware on that console also. But because it's not Nintendo, and it's Sony, we're not gonna say it's shovelware, but it's shovelware, dude. Any console that has hundreds of thousands, a lot of games in their library are gonna have more shovelware than anyone else because they have more games than anyone else. So. But the Wii have been getting a lot of flack about that. A lot of shovelware, a lot of kiddie games, a lot of mini game collections. But it's funny because, when a game came out across multiple platforms, Wii, Xbox, and Wii 360 and PS3, the Wii never got the superior version as far as the reviews were concerned and statistics. Until about a year ago, when a couple of different games came across all three platforms and the Wii got the superior version in a lot of people's minds of those consoles. I'll give you 3 examples right off the bat. You got Shaun White's snowboarding road trip. The Wii got a better review score and just has better overall reviews from all websites than either one of the 2 HD consoles. I'm sorry, I'm getting kind of sick. Then you got Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I own that game on the Wii, and I'll be the first to tell you graphically it's pretty ugly. But the fact that you can use the Wiimote as your lightsaber and the nunchuck to control force powers and all that, and the added dual mode and the 2 exclusive levels that are only on the Wii version, it was the superior version of the game, at least in my opinion and a lot of people's opinions. And I'm not really sure about the review scores. I haven't gone back and checked them, but that's another example. And then a third example would be the most recent one that just came out about a week ago, Guitar Hero 5, which is like the end-all, be-all music rhythm game with the drums and the guitar and everything. Oh, the Wii doesn't do downloadable service. The Wii doesn't do online. Guitar Hero 5 got a 9.3 on the Wii, where it got an 8.5 or something like that on the 360 and on the PS3. And everybody has been quoted, IGN has been quoted, and I think GamePro itself has been quoted as saying this is the most complete and the biggest version of the game out there, the Wii version, with fully downloadable tracks, online mode, features that you only find on the Wii, like the roadie battle, where you can play 4 players. 2 players will be on their guitars playing the battle, and the other 2 players will be on their DSIs or DSs connecting to the game that's going on in the Wii, trying to sabotage the other team's guitarist. That is amazing. Things like that. So guitar, you got the Wii now stepping up. People are starting, developers are starting to embrace the Wii and find out that, hey, you know what? It may not be the graphical powerhouse that these other 2 systems are, but it's got certain features and abilities that these other 2 consoles don't have, and if we can maximize those abilities, we can create better, bigger, fuller games on this little white box than we could on those 2 big consoles. You know what I'm saying? So you add that, which is starting to happen now, and Guitar Hero 5 is the latest example of that, with the price drop and the upcoming exclusives like new Super Mario Brothers Wii, Super Mario Galaxy 2, the new Zelda that's in the works, and I'm sorry, I just lost it. Metroid Other M, there you go. The Metroid trilogy that just released. Games like that you're only gonna find on the Wii. Yo. And then the fact that the Wii has 100% backward compatibility with the GameCube, so you have a Wii, you have a GameCube. Whereas the PS3 just released at $299. I have a PS3 80 gig, and it's the last one, the last SKU that they made with backward compatibility. So the new one doesn't have backward compatibility, and the Xbox 360 still has the Red Ring of Death issue. So I think this price drop, if it is confirmed, which it probably will be, is a big step for Nintendo. And I say, if you're looking for a Wii for the holidays, I say get one now before the price drop is announced, because once it does, the sales are going to spike, y'all. So this has been Reezon's Console and Game Reviews, just blogging about the situation of the industry concerning Nintendo's price drop and the competition and all that. Just keep gaming, y'all. God bless. Later.